to the table.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Puts one in the pocket. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting? Player 2 with the life lead. All right. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Forcefully closes the gap. There's still lots of time in this round. The Fuha stock to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. Takes a trip. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the counter hit throw. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Throws them to negate the block. This round may end via timeout. Will either fighter do anything before time's up? Shows the medium kick. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters are barely alive. Both of them are low on health. That was a well-placed projectile. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen next? Smart play to stop the opponent there. What a clean counter. The throw missed. Gets out of there with the backdash. Saihasho, player 1 needs to use. Breaks the block with a throw. Checks with a medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. A quick breather. Shows a medium kick. Throws him. Gets a risky butt in. Gotta be careful not to tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh, the throw connects. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. What? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Oh, sucks to pry them open. Opts for the critical arm. The time for pleasure, time for pain. As far as Jerry's concerned, they're kind of the same. Look at the damage. The next touch may just genius read with that throw escape. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? No, critical arc now. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Connect with medium kick. Smart play with the throws him. That throw will do some good damage. SBK hits. Player 2 overhead. Okay, this can lead to some big damage. The drive impact doesn't work. Crowns him from above. Somehow, what a smart throw. Cross-up attack. Both sides getting ready. All the throw connects. What now? A real test of nerves here. Skips out a kick. They got a drive impact misses. Looking for a hold. Can this drive bring them back? The next touch may decide this round. Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Ooh, it looks like the Wick tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Good work staying in throw range there. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Puts one in the pocket. Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long-reaching attack. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Burnout activates. Reads their mind and text KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Spinning bird hit! Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Rushes that off and keeps going. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The super doesn't hit. Jumps, miraculous grab. Gotta be careful. Can this drive bring them back? This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. All the throw connects. A real test of nerves here. Lays down a Sai Hasho. Gets a risky bump in. Connects with medium kick. What are they gonna do? So, adds a bit of OD spice there. Loads up a bump. Barely blocks the jump in. Overhead, but it won't work. They push their way out of the corner. Sai Hasho wraps it up with a throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Who's it gonna be? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Opts for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. The throw misses. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Throws them to negate the block. Life lead opens up. Jump, experiencing burnout. Takes a perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Denies the jump in. Decides to buff up while they can. Sai Hasho grabs him. Player 1 hits him with a stopping bomb. Goes up to right and open. Let y'all put that away. What'll happen here? This is a good spot to use the super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. They're not dead. A gutsy fireball gives them the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jump. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Overhead attack. Vintage. Player 2 throws them. What now? Dangerous range here. All the throw connects. Sai Hasho. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Slick overdrive cancel there to call them out. Player 2 is barely ooh, what a smart throw! Meets them air to air! Sticks out a kick! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Reads the jump in perfectly. Gotta do better than that. Big drive gauge difference here with little life left. Counter hit! Where is the conversion? How did they read that throw? Saihasho! Only a little bit of drive and life left. Medium kick. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Lots of Fuha banked and plenty of avenues to race through. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. The low heavy hits. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. Caught in the cross-up. Uses the parry. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Down to the wire. Baits out the attack and gets the punish. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Buffs up. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Hits them with the counter throw. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Connects with the throw. Risky up close. Drive it back. The throw missed. Meets them air to KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Oh, we're not done yet. Looks like they're both warmed up. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Ooh, what's this? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Will this decision pay off for them? Got their eye on the air. Players hold your breath. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Hits with the overhead. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. From low heavy to both players all out of drive gauge. Knockdown and player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Spinning bird kick. I can't keep track of these corner switches. They block the overhead and dashes forward. Hold your breath. They can't squander this punish counter tear. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. The Kaisen downside Ranku connects. They're gonna score huge damage off of this. Big super arc experiencing burnout. Knockdown and they must have a game plan here. Oh, burnout triggered. How will they utilize this? This can lead to some big damage. Both fighters plant solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Digs in deep to get that drive. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Quick medium poke. Uses their drive gauge. Player 2 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Still plenty of time left. Impact squash. Knocked him out of the air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Goes up to pry them open. Sticks out a kick. Player 1 is barely drops them. Keeps him out. Connects with the throw. Gets the counter hit. The drive impact doesn't work. Oh, plot twist. Drive impact misses. Ooh, what a smart throw. At the 10-10 at the ready. Taking chunk throws. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? They both decide, tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. Only a little bit of drive and life left. Ugh, scuff him. Side hustle. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NXM. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Puffs while they're blinking. Hazachu. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Throw hits. Now the fun begins. Did well to get the buff in there. Decides to buff up while they can. Just out of range for that throw. With the life gap opening up, they add a little super juice. It's KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Decides to create some distance to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. They're still feeling each other out. The super armor does its job. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Going wild with the throws in the corner. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters planning something. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Going in. Still scrapping the burnout activates. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Life lead is there, gets the critical art. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Who's gonna close it out? We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Lots of Fuha bent and plenty of avenues to race through. Saiha's slick overdrive cancel there to call them out. Player 1 is working with a better game. The low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Low heavy. Meets them air to air. Medium kick into knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. That throw's gonna take off a chunk again. Both sides. The low kick hits. Ooh, crushes the shins. Noticeable life lead. Drops them. No hesitation or regret. hits him with that NXW! Is it over? Will they survive? Oh, we're not done! That was a magical shot! Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage!
comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
逃がされよ負けないわよ
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Big counter! Taking stock. Long low attack hit. Very solid corner switch. The jump in is denied. Knockdown. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. There's the wall split. flat. They can't do anything now. Connect KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Medium kick hits. Decides to buff up while they can. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Lots of Fuha bank and plenty of avenues to race through. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Scrapping it out up close. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 needs to be experiencing burnout. Oh no, they're stunned. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Looking to impress with this super. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call. They're not dead. This fight's not over. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive movement. What a parry! What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Did well to get the buff in there. Projectile to try and change the situation. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Blocks the low heavy. Reads their mind and techs the throw. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Grabs them. That drive impact is blocked. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual. Life lead opens up. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Medium kick. Knockdown and... Player 1 can't afford mistakes. The low heavy connected. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Who's going to start things off? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Can't tech the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. At this range, and adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 has the meter lead. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Smart play with the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Medium kick. A parry? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? What'll happen here? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Crowns him from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Anti-air in the clutch. Sees and closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Nice block on the overhead. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Managing that drive gauge is gonna get tricky. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. I can't keep track of these corner switches. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Life lead opens up. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner. Player 1 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? This fight is just down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Oh, let's go! Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fire. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Right, sneaks in the throw. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Decides to buff up while they can. The Fuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Deftly shuts out the jump-in. Starts off zoning with fireballs. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The jump-in is denied. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Big, low, reaching heavy. Oh, easy tech. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, starts to pry them open. Player 1 chases up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? That drive impact is blocked. You can block impact, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Still very early in the round. Going in? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Hit them with a stop and block. They can't squander this punish counter kick. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Medium kick hits. A quick breather. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Opts to create space to start. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Saihasho to start something? Pops up. Here comes, drops them from the air. Good judgment there. Baits out the low kick. Plenty of help. Oh, putting the cherry on top. The super connect. All stopped up. Where's the Fuha gonna come into play? Player 2, flipping the script with a turnaround super. Ugh, scuffle. They're taking a step back and subtract that off. Player 1, here comes the boom. The super hit is gonna be enough to kill. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game. No one's willing to back down. When is this gonna end? Shows the medium kick. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Starts with a jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. Gets some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Smart use of the invincibility on the overdrive tension. The overhead connect. A quick breather. They just won't stop switching sides. Gets out of the corner. Smart play to stop the opponent there. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. Their spacing is so on point right now. Impact squash. Checks with a medium and whips. They're wide open. The kick hits. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight!
This can lead to some big damage. Shows the medium. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Is it time for pleasure? Time for pain. As far as jury's concerned, they're kind of the same. Not wasting any time. Blows that off. Player 1, here's the burnout. Overdrive lightning kick. Goes to the air. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some meet the low. Amazing. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Ooh, does him dirty. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Awesome! Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what uses their drive gauge. Lots of Fu-Hop bench and plenty of avenues to race through. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Trips them up. Low kicks are a no-go. From up above. Takes a trip. Player 1 chases them down. Down to the wire. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit? Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Did well to get the buff in there. The Fu-Ha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. The Fu-Ha's there to give them even better returns on their investment. Decides to buff up while they can. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 1 holding on to that, looking to impress. This super uses the gauge for the super. They are not playing around here. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Blink! Ooh! Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Reads the jump in perfectly. So, what's next? Jumps up. Lands the low kick hits. One chance here may end this match. Impact squash. This could lead to some big damage. Wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Back at the start. They're not taking any chances. Lots of Fu-Ha bench and plenty of avenues to race through. Medium kick. Looking for a chance. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! Sets up with the jump in. Low, heavy, but no go. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. In with the crossover. Holy, nothing stops this train. Turning it right up with a super. just smothering them with blows to rain on their parade! This kind of violence is a beautiful thing! Player 1 is dangerously close to running out of drive. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 1 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Side hustle! Player 1 can't let this simmer. Overhead